In late 2019, Mercedes-Benz gave the GLC SUV midlife update with quite a few features, and for good measure too. It's their most successful SUV in India and has been a constant volume seller for them. So much so that it became the first locally produced product from the three-pointed star for the Indian market. Looking to keep the success going, Mercedes-Benz has updated the GLC for the year 2021, and here is everything you need to know about the car. Before we get into the 2021 GLC, here's a little reminder. If you enjoy our content, do hit that subscribe button. What's more, if you want to be notified the instant we upload a new video, hit that bell icon. What do you think about the 2021 GLC? Do leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The Mercedes-Benz GLC, like its sedan sibling the C-Class, is all about getting behind the wheel. That way, the front offers a good experience. You get this all-black trim with this contrast white stitching in the seats, the dashboard, as well as the center console. And of course, upping the premium factor is this walnut brown trim in the center console as well as the doors. Everything falls easily to hand and is easy to access. And while it may seem like there are a lot of buttons in this modern day and age of large touchscreen systems, there's actually a very good purpose to it, which is that it allows you to develop muscle memory and thus spend more time looking at the road rather than having to hunt for functions. The seats themselves are electrically adjustable, giving you just that right way to get to the exact driving position you want. Sadly, there's no memory function, which is not a bad thing, but it is quite a useful tool if you share the car with someone, use driver services, or are just plain tired of having to readjust everything once you've shown off the car to your friends or family. While the front row of the GLC was quite impressive, the same can't be said about the second row. Space here is at best enough for two people to travel in good comfort. A third one would have quite a bit of trouble thanks to this central AC vent as well as the high transmission tunnel. However, the seat base is quite wide and you sit a bit low for some additional headroom. Features here include this central armrest with storage space and two pop-out cup holders, window blinds for both the occupants, as well as the seat back pockets. You do get a massive boot space of 580 litres with a parcel tray and the ability to fold down the rear seats for a lot of additional storage space. The loading lip is on the higher side, and given its positioning, we would have expected Mercedes to provide the hands-free boot opening function for this car. However, if there's one place that Mercedes-Benz has gone to town with the GLC, it's with regard to its feature list. It's quite comprehensive and worthy of a car in this price bracket and segment. You get the usual stuff like dual zone climate control, 64 shade ambient color lighting, leather and wood trimmings, 9-speaker sound system, panoramic sunroof, rain sensing wipers, power front seats, cruise control, park assist, and even a 360-degree camera. One thing we did find odd is that every USB port on the car is a Type-C design. At present, it would require to have a dual USB Type-C cable or even an OTG. Mercedes, for the 2021 GLC, has even added a massage function for the front seat occupants with two settings to choose from. You can't control the intensity of the massage, but that doesn't matter as it is quite gentle and is more of a relaxant to improve your driving experience. As a part of this, you can also adjust the amount of side bolstering for the front seats. However, the highlight of the feature list for this 2021 GLC are of course these two massive screens. The one on the right is a new full digital instrument cluster that marries classic Mercedes-Benz cluster design along with their latest screen technology. The display is bright and colorful and comes with loads of information and options, including the ability to get 3 different display modes, each matching the colors and fonts of various generations of Mercedes-Benz instrument cluster designs. The screen on the left is a 10.25-inch unit running Mercedes-Benz latest MBUX infotainment system. It has connectivity options for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even SIM card connectivity if you have it enabled. Like the instrument cluster, this display is bright, easy to use with intuitive pathways to various functions that can be controlled via the steering, haptic touchpad, voice commands, and lastly via the screen, which is something that was only introduced with this updated GLC. The screen also doubles up as a control center for the seat massagers, ambient lighting, and even the option to adjust how you want lumbar support in the front seats. The MBUX system gets a mobile app called Mercedes Me, which offers functionality like pre-cooling or preheating the cabin, choosing the ambient light color, emergency call services, music control, and even honking the horn in case you are searching for the car in a crowded place. If you are a fan of smart devices, the 2021 update for the MBUX system also includes Google Home and Alexa integration, effectively integrating your GLC into any smart ecosystem of the future. All versions of the car get 7 airbags, tire pressure monitoring system, ISOFIX child seat mounting points, traction control, 360-degree camera, and hill hold control. In terms of exterior design, the GLC hasn't changed at all. Up front, you get this massive double-stack Mercedes-Benz grille with a huge logo in the middle, these two-stack full LED headlamps, as well as this large chrome bumper, which really adds to the premium appeal of the car. In profile, you can see the swept-back roofline, these large 19-inch alloy wheels with a dual-spoke design, a strong shoulder line, and as has been the case with most modern Mercedes-Benz cars, you get a large ring of chrome around the glass house, which actually adds quite a premium appeal and gives the car a unique look, especially among the crowd. In terms of adding strength to the appearance, the GLC's rear actually gives it the most strength. You get this large chrome bumper with this dual exhaust, these chunky muscular elements, this subtle roof spoiler with the high mounted stop lamp, and of course these unique wraparound tail lamps with the individual LED elements. Oh, and we nearly forgot, there's 2 new colors for the GLC, high-tech silver and brilliant blue, which is the color of the car that we are driving today in the video. This GLC that we are driving is the 200 petrol. It's powered by a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine, producing 194 bhp and 320 Nm of torque. It doesn't get the 4-matic all-wheel drive system, and power is sent to the rear wheels via a 9-speed automatic gearbox. The petrol engine is a rather fun one to drive with a nice powerful punch when you need to get going quickly, with a sweet sounding engine note if you push the engine into the higher sections of the RPM band. There's ample amount of torque for you to keep the RPMs low and the speeds in 3 digits when you need to cruise out onto the highway. You can even join in the action and control the shift yourself using the paddle shifters behind the wheel. They are quick to respond and even give you engine braking to slow the car down. Around town and heavy traffic conditions, Mercedes 9G-tronic box is one of the best and usually performs excellently if left to quietly do its thing in the background. It shifts ratios silently and you never feel the need for wanting more punch for a quick overtake. The engine is quite smooth and vibe-free with very little coming back into the cabin thanks to the heavy NVH insulation all around. Mercedes claims a 0 to 100 kmph time of 7.8 seconds, which is impressive considering the size of the GLC. Finally, you can also have a diesel in the 220D guise, which is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel producing 192 bhp and 400 Nm of torque with a 9-speed automatic gearbox and 4-matic all-wheel drive system. Mechanically, nothing has changed for the GLC. It's still underpinned by a double wishbone setup at front and a multi-link suspension at the rear. The ride quality is on the firm side and not as luxurious as one would expect, something that's noticeable over the really tough potholes or imperfections, especially for the rear occupants. However, it's not uncomfortable in any way and will manage to hold its composure in most scenarios. The ride quality manages to shine on smooth blacktop and concrete roads, giving it the ability to cover long distances without tiring the occupants. In terms of handling, the GLC is quite composed with a nice weight to the steering and smooth turn-ins and exits if you plan your moves in advance. and take the car from point to point. You get 5 different driving modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus and Individual. Sport Plus, as its name suggests, is the sportiest of the lot and adds a considerable heft to the steering, holding the revs for longer and adjusting the ESP too. For everyday driving, you are best suited to using Comfort mode, which is a midway of all the modes and offers most comfortable driving experience in terms of all the adjustable factors. There wasn't much to find fault or complain with the GLC to begin with, and these 2021 updates now cements its position in terms of what it brings to the premium midsize SUV fight arena. The updates aren't particularly spectacular, but do more than enough of a job to upgrade the GLC in terms of what it offers. The 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLC is being offered in 2 trim levels, while this petrol-powered 200 that we have driven is priced at Rs 57.36 lakh. The Mercedes-Benz GLC rivals the likes of the BMW X3, Volvo XC60, Range Rover Evoque and the Jaguar F-Pace. Thank you so much for watching. Do take care.